I didn't even hear the door slam. The sound barely registered over the pit in my stomach, the one that had been growing all afternoon. My phone buzzed on the counter, a text from her. "Don't wait up. I'll be late." I stared at it for a long moment, fingers hovering over the screen, a cruel temptation to reply running through my mind. I typed, "Enjoy your time with Jake," and hit send. Then I set the phone down, my pulse thundering louder than my rational thoughts. It was supposed to be a joke, a little jab of control I could claim while staying detached. But as I leaned against the kitchen counter, the cold granite biting into my palms, I realized the joke had already eaten its punchline. I tried to keep busy, anything to drown the subtle hum of dread. I washed the dishes, the soapy water warm against my skin, and I could still hear the echo of her laughter in my mind, the laughter that never belonged to me anymore. The wine glass shattered as I dropped it, startled by a knock at the door. My hands trembled as I picked up the pieces, feeling the jagged edges cut into my palm. Pain, real and immediate, grounded me. Then I heard her. Not the door unlocking, not the gentle tap of her keys. But her voice, breathless, frantic. "I'm home." I turned slowly, expecting the casual return from a night out. What I saw instead froze me in place. Her hair was disheveled, mascara streaked down her cheeks. Her eyes, wild, frantic, found mine, and suddenly, every suppressed suspicion, every late-night anxiety, every whispered rumor in my head, exploded into unbearable clarity. What happened? I stammered, though I already knew. She looked at me like she hadn't noticed the broken glass or the tension coiling through the air. I don't know, she whispered, voice cracking. I can't do it. My heart pounded in my ears. The room, once warm and familiar, seemed smaller, suffocating. My mind raced, pulling together fragments I'd ignored. The sudden girls' nights that lasted hours, the unexplained texts she quickly hid, the faint scent of cologne that wasn't mine. Every denial I had clung to, every excuse I had allowed myself, now felt like a betrayal I had committed against my own instincts. "You can't." "What? What are you talking about?" I asked, my voice rising even as a hollow ache spread through my chest. Her eyes filled with tears, and she shook her head violently. "I can't do this. I can't lie to you anymore. I didn't mean to." I felt my knees weaken. The words stumbled from her lips, and my brain, in desperate self-preservation, tried to reframe them. Maybe it's not what I think. Maybe there's an explanation. But even as I clung to that thread, the heat in her gaze, the shame and fear, made the truth undeniable. "Jake," I said, my voice low and trembling. She flinched, like I'd hit her. She couldn't deny it, not now. Her lips parted, a fragile, pitiful whisper. "Yes." The air between us thickened, charged with years of shared memories twisting into accusations and regret. I wanted to scream, to throw something, to demand answers, but I couldn't. My mind was a storm of disbelief, heartbreak, and anger, all mixing into a dangerous, raw concoction. I remembered the small signs, the subtle shift in her tone when she mentioned him, the way her phone vibrated a little too often. I remembered nights I had lain awake, pretending to sleep, listening to her laughter echo through our apartment when I was supposed to be alone. And now, every little thing confirmed the betrayal I had secretly feared but never wanted to confront. "I trusted you," I said finally, my voice hollow, distant. Not angry yet, not fully. But the wound was fresh, bleeding. "I trusted you, and you." I trailed off, unable to finish. Every word felt inadequate. "I know," she whispered, tears spilling freely now. "I know I destroyed everything. I don't deserve." "You don't deserve." I interrupted, the disbelief giving way to a cold, cutting anger. "Do you even hear yourself? You don't deserve? You've been living a lie, and you think this confession, is enough." She flinched again, stepping back, as if I could physically push her away with words alone. And in that moment, I realized something horrifying. I still loved her. Even now, even after seeing the truth, the part of me that had been loyal, that had been blind, still ached for her presence. It was the cruelest betrayal, not just hers, but my own heart's unwillingness to let go. I I want to understand, I admitted finally, voice barely above a whisper. Why? She shook her head, stumbling, searching for words that couldn't repair anything. I didn't know. I thought it was just fun, just harmless. But I wanted more than that. I wanted something I couldn't have with you. Every syllable felt like a blade. The familiarity of her words, once comforting, now twisted into acid. The home we had built together, the laughter, the nights on the couch, the quiet mornings, everything seemed like a fragile illusion shattered in a single heartbeat. I could feel the adrenaline coursing through me, the urge to leave, to run, to scream at the universe for this cruel irony. But instead, I just stood there, staring, feeling a silence so heavy it pressed against my chest, making it hard to breathe. And then, as if the final insult, she fell to her knees, reaching out for me, sobbing, "Please, don't hate me. I still love you, I swear I do." I stepped back instinctively, shaking my head. The love I felt for her was a weapon turned against me, slicing deeper than any rage could. My heart twisted with grief, confusion, and disbelief. And in that moment, I understood something terrible. Love was no protection against betrayal. It only made the fall more excruciating. The room, once familiar, now felt alien, oppressive. The shadows seemed to lean closer, bearing witness to the devastation. I could hear the quiet hum of the refrigerator, the faint dripping of water from the faucet, and yet, everything else, the laughter, the trust, the intimacy, had vanished, leaving only jagged shards of what had been. She looked up at me, eyes desperate, pleading, and I realized, painfully, that our lives had already changed irreversibly. The choice wasn't mine to make anymore, at least, not fully. Her betrayal had taken that from me, leaving me with only the raw, jagged reality of heartbreak. I whispered, voice breaking, "Go." And she ran. Not just from the room, not just from me, but from the life we had built, leaving me with the echo of laughter that was no longer mine to claim, and the haunting weight of betrayal that would linger far longer than the night.